Alright guys, today we have the Baltimore Ravens. We'll be simming the season to see how good they finish. This of course is Madden 24 with the updated rosters and the updated everything. And we're going to see how good Todd Monken's offense can do in this season. Let's go ahead and get started. Week 1 versus the Texans with C.J. Stroud. This should be an easy win for the Ravens to start off the year, and they get the win very close, a lot closer than I expected. 19-17, not exactly the score I projected, but you know what? Maybe it's a trap game, and at the end, the Texans come back when it's like 19-0, something like that. All right, first game in the jungle for the Ravens here at Paycor Stadium. Are they going to get this W? This is going to be a tough game. Really tough game starting off week 2 here. And survey says they lose 35-21, which actually is not that unrealistic. Again, like I said, it is a home game for the Bengals. They, as in this franchise, literally just beat the Cleveland Browns, and now the Cleveland Clowns are 0-2. Sorry, Cleveland Browns are 0-2. Week 3, they play the Indianapolis Colts. Let's see how this ends up turning out. They beat the Indianapolis Colts to go 2-1. The Browns are 0-3 on the season. The Steelers are 3-0. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this for all the AFC North teams. And I'll be honest with you, the Browns are probably, hopefully, going to do better in the franchise I do when I sim their season. But now the Ravens play Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, and they get a W in Pittsburgh. That is not something they have done as of lately. I think they've only won one game in the last, 2 years against Pittsburgh. Mainly because Lamar Jackson has gone down with injury in all those seasons. That's why. Nonetheless, though, they went ahead and beat the Tennessee Titans. So now they're 5-1 on the season. If they go 16-1, this would actually be a travesty that they lost to the Bengals, because they could have went 17-0. But the Bengals are also 5-1, so I guess this is just that interesting situation going on here. But let's see how this ends up working out. They beat the Lions, so now they're 6-1. Next game up is going to be the Arizona Cardinals. They got no Kyler Murray, so this is going to be a backup who is 2-5 currently. So it'll be interesting to see if they bring back Kyler Murray sometime during the season. And they do lose to the Cardinals, which, that's interesting. But it would be interesting if they bring back Kyler Murray during the season after he gets hurt. Well, once he recovers from his injury, I wonder if they'll bring him back. Because they're going to be really bad this season. Probably at the time he comes back. He'll come back around week 10, week 11 time period. I'd be highly surprised if they put him in after that, because that would be probably not the best idea. I mean, you might have him for 7 games, and at best, then you're looking at what, maybe a 7-10 record. That's not going to be great. And the Ravens beat the Browns yet again. The Browns are 2-7 on the season. Oh my gosh! Now they play the 8-1 Bengals. And they beat the 8-1 Bengals to take over the division. This division right now is absolutely crazy. Well, crazy outside the fact that Cleveland forgot to show up for this video. Because, Cleveland, you're down there at 3-7. I don't know what's going to happen first. The Ravens win the division, or the Browns get knocked out of the playoffs. We have a new injury. I want to see who this is and make sure it's not Lamar. It's J.K. Dobbins, and obviously Andrew Lloyd, he's already been hurt. J.K. Dobbins is out for 5 weeks. See, that is going to be the biggest hit to the Ravens this upcoming year, is if J.K. cannot stay healthy. Especially if they give him a new contract. That's going to be a really, really interesting situation. / probably the biggest L if they end up giving him a new contract. Because of the fact, again, if he can't stay healthy, it's not going to be good. Alright, 10-2 Bengals, 10-2 Ravens, fighting for this division tooth and nail, and both of them win yet again. Bro, you cannot make this up. They are both winning back and forth. The Ravens are tooth and nail holding on to this division. Okay. Next game, Jaguars. This is going to be a tough one. And the Ravens lose, which means the Bengals take control of the division. But keep in mind, the Bengals got to play the Chiefs in Week 17. So this might be a chance they could take the division back. Ravens play the 49ers, and they beat the 49ers. And now this is going to be a chance for the Bengals to lose, and the Ravens take the division back before Week 18. Let's see who is going to win, the Chiefs or the Bengals. And the Bengals beat the Chiefs, meaning that now the only chance the Ravens have of winning the division is if they season sweep the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals lose to the Cleveland Browns in Week 18. Cleveland, what are you feeling? Do you feel like you can do it, Cleveland? This could be interesting. All right. Come on, Cleveland. You got to get the dub here. And the Browns beat the Bengals literally in the last game of the season. And the Ravens destroy the Pittsburgh Steelers, which gives the Ravens the 14-3 record and gives them the conference. Wow, that was a crazy set of events. The Browns had to beat the Bengals to give the Ravens the AFC North and the conference. And just like that, the Ravens finished the season 14-3, and they will be taking over the AFC, with the Bengals finishing 14-3, the Bills 13-4, the Raiders 12-5, the Chiefs 12-5, the Broncos 10-7, and I lost connection right there. The servers right now are doing to it. So starting off right away, we are now getting into the Chiefs versus Ravens divisional round playoff game. All right, so let's see how what we got here. With how good the run game is popping for the Ravens in this franchise, I would not be surprised, as we see right here, for the offense to continue rolling to a Super Bowl. Maybe I spoke too soon. I don't know. They do have the number one defense, though. They got the number one defense. They're going against Patrick Mahomes. This is going to be the battle. But their run game is just too much to handle. The Chiefs almost come back in the end, but they cannot finish the job. Just like that, the Ravens are now heading to the conference championship because they got that bye week. And that's why, again, you win that, you get that bye week. It is absolutely massive because now all they have to do here is get to the championship and win the championship, and they're heading themselves to a Super Bowl. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the season stats real fast because my audio wasn't recording when I first loaded into that division round playoff game. But overall wise, Todd Monken's offense this year, according to Madden, is not going to be that good. They finished as the 27th ranked ranked offense. 27th ranked 25th ranked offense. Number one defense. So, Todd Monken's system seems like it might need to take another year to get going. Hopefully, they end up figuring that out. Joe Burrow won MVP. Zach Taylor won Coach of the Year. Yet, the Ravens won the division and won the conference. So, I find that kind of funny. Nonetheless, though, it is what it is. Let's go to the championship versus the Buffalo Bills. And then a Super Bowl if they can win this game. Now, most sims I do with the Baltimore Ravens, I'm not going to lie to you, they win a lot of them. So, this team, according to Madden 24, it's very much favored to go win the Super Bowl this year. And I'll be honest with you, it would not shock me with how this offense can be so effective, especially with how good their defense is. And so far, we're seeing in this game how good their defense is. And their offense, well, again, starting off a little slow here. I mean, they scored 27 points, don't get me wrong, but so far throughout the game, they've been kind of back and forth. They win this game, and now they're heading themselves to a Super Bowl. And let's see who they go against. I'm going to guess right now the Dallas Cowboys. That is a very much fan favorite for EA Sports here. It seems like whenever I do these, what's called franchises, it always ends up becoming the Dallas Cowboys they go against. But you know what? Who knows? Maybe it's somebody else. Maybe it's the Washington Commanders? Can you imagine the Commanders get rid of Dan Snyder and the first thing they do is go to the Super Bowl? That would be the most storybook ending you could ever ask for. Is they go to the Super Bowl after losing Dan Snyder. That's gorgeous. But you know what? I think they're going to end up losing a Super Bowl after they lost Dan Snyder. Yeah, no. I think this Ravens defense this year is honestly that threatening that it's going to be hard for anyone to stop them, let alone score a lot of points when their offense can run the ball as efficiently as they can. And they're pretty much blowing out this. Maybe not. I spoke way too soon, and never mind, I spoke way too not soon. Because that defense was actually that dominant. And just like that, out of all my AFC North videos today of simming the seasons, the only team to finish with a ring, actually it's kind of ironic here, the Ravens now have finished, I think, 3 of my videos with rings. And only one of them was about the Ravens. Isn't that amazing? Only one video I made today was about the Ravens, and 3 of them, all 3, they finished winning the Super Bowl. So, interestingly enough, this season was kind of cookie cutter of just, they dominated. They dominated the whole entire season. They outplayed every single person, and they took that division because of Cleveland. And you guys give one shout out here, if you're Baltimore here, to Cleveland, because the Browns got you that conference by beating the Bengals, and now they are holding up that Lombardi trophy. And we're going to see if this is Odell Beckham's final year or not. Honestly, potentially. I do love how Roquan Smith's up there holding Lombardi. That would be kind of how it works. It would be Odell, Lamar, and Roquan Smith up there. And J.K. Dobbins, who might not be back the following season. Who knows? Guys, thank you much for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.